Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the Glitchy Gaming Report for the week of October the 24th. And man, oh man, has it ever been a major week in the world of gaming. Because we got a reveal of a game long awaited by a lot of people, you could say. Nintendo finally lifted the cover on the NX, which we'll be talking about in our topic of the week. It's times like this I wish Izzy was here to join me. We could dive deep into that, but I'll do my best on my own and give my thoughts and opinions on what Nintendo has revealed to the world. And of course, that was the two biggest news stories of the week. I got like one other one and a nonsense news story as well. But anyways, let's start this podcast off, as I started it off every week, with what I've been playing. And to be quite honest with you folks, I've pretty much only been playing WWE 2K17, just getting ready for stuff for YouTube. That's the big part of my spare time this week has gone into that. Other than that, I tested out the World of Final Fantasy demo. So goddamn cute. Oh, absolutely cute, folks. And I cannot wait to play that on the Vita. I'll be getting a copy from Amazon, so it's probably going to be like a week or 2 weeks before I actually get my copy in the mail. Bit unfortunate, but I've still got other stuff to play in the meantime. But anyway, folks, yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Hopefully I'll be diving deep in some games this coming week. Hoping to get back into XCOM 2 again, and I got a couple of visual novels downloaded on the Vita that I really want to start playing. Steins Gate and Amnesia Memories. So yeah, hopefully I'll be diving into those very soon. And I'm probably going to do a little bit quick on this episode this week because it is humid as all hell at the time I'm recording this on Sunday night. Alright, so with that, let's dive into the news. And of course, our top story this week, Rockstar revealed Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's coming fall 2017. And the internet went absolutely batshit crazy over this announcement. I mean, Monday, they put up a little... Yeah, I think it was Monday or Sunday, they put up essentially a picture of like a red background with the Rockstar logo onto it, and people went crazy for it, going, it's the Red Dead colors. Then the very next day, we got like a sunset type of silhouette with 7 what appeared to be cowboys. We got a lot of Photoshop going on with that. People saying it was table tennis 2 and whatnot. Quite hilarious. I kind of wish it was. I hope somewhere in Red Dead Redemption 2 there'll be a table tennis minigame. They had table tennis back then, didn't they? Maybe? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Very cool. And then day after that, they showed off essentially the same picture, but with Red Dead Redemption 2 onto it in fall 2017. Trailer coming Thursday. And people were both excited and kind of disappointed over the name. I know I was. It was... Yeah. I was, like so many others, hoping for some kind of title like Red Dead Retribution or Red Dead Revengeance. I don't know. That would have been bonkers. But yeah, they're going with Red Dead Redemption 2. It's lame, but it's a lame that's probably going to sell them 15 million copies. People are going to buy this game no matter what it's called. They could have put it out as Little Cowboy Adventure, the sequel to Red Dead Redemption, and everybody and their grandma would go out and buy this game. I'm going to buy it. Not going to pre-order it. Probably not, anyway, unless there's some really good incentive in doing so. But yeah, the internet crazy. My personal opinion, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for it. I'm not going crazy for the game. I played Red Dead Redemption. I really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption. I'm not madly in love with the game. I'm one of those people, I prefer the Grand Theft Auto series over Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, that's my personal preference. Not a lot of people think that way, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, all the same, it's cool. It's awesome. We got a year wait ahead of us for this, if it doesn't get delayed. Which, remember folks, Grand Theft Auto, that was delayed as well. Even though with Grand Theft Auto, they did like make the announcement, I think, then said it's coming spring, and then it got delayed till the fall. This one, they're just saying, yeah, it'll be done in the fall. So hopefully it doesn't get delayed. Hopefully this is a 2017 release. But I wouldn't be surprised if we eventually see a delay into 2018. Who knows? Either way, other games coming out in fall of next year. Pray to God, if Red Dead Redemption does come out, you don't have the same date, because this game will just take over the marketplace when it releases. So yeah, cool, awesome, can't wait to see it. Next up here, oh, and something else to mention about Red Dead, they also said like a new groundbreaking online experience coming to it. No, like, don't focus on that. GTA Online, yes, has been making you just money after it's essentially a money fountain for you, but come on, don't just like give that to us right away. Like, don't talk about the multiplayer. Focus on the single player. That's what's really important about Red Dead. We want a good, solid story, which I'm sure we're going to get from Rockstar Games. And the game, folks, I never said this, but the trailer, it looks just gorgeous, like drop dead gorgeous. And this may be a game that you'll want a PlayStation 4 Pro for, or I guess a Scorpio, or an Xbox One S. This looks like a game that you'll definitely want to upgrade for. Alright, next news story here, GameStop. Well folks, GameStop is not going to be accepting pre-orders for the NES Classic. It's out in less than a month on November the 11th, and as far as the eye can see, nobody has put up pre-orders for it, and GameStop now has confirmed that, yeah, GameStop announced that it will not be taking pre-orders for the NES Classic. No reasons, just a response to one of its their followers on Twitter. It's like, nope, we're not doing pre-orders for it. Just come in and hope you can buy one. Because these things are going to sell pretty damn fast, I can imagine. I was looking forward to the NES Classic. Probably won't be picking one up now, to be honest with you, just because I'm prepping for what can be a very, very expensive first quarter of the year. So yeah, this is a bit unfortunate. I know it upset quite a few people. But who knows? Maybe they'll be in high stock after all. Anyways, folks, that really does it for the main news stories this week. But just to fill in a bit of time, I'm going to take a page at a Kind of Funnies book out of the PS I Love You XOXO podcast, and we're going to take a look at the PlayStation blog's The Drop for the new releases for the week of October the 25th. Well, that's a Tuesday. So the games coming out on Tuesday, we got Big Buck Hunter Arcade, PlayStation 4 Digital. Big Buck Hunter will bring the arcade experience to your living room with this fast-paced, addictive arcade shooter. The all-new control and aim mechanics will make this a must-pick-up and play arcade shooter experience. Travel around the globe and take down wild game in whitetail and moose adventures, or try your aiming and speed skills in epic bonus challenges. Next up, we have Carnival Games VR, releasing for the PlayStation VR on the 28th, a Friday release. Carnival Games VR brings an immersive virtual reality experience, allowing you to explore the park, interact with patrons, and play up to 12 different games. Enter a themed carnival alley where you can play a game and earn tickets for virtual prizes, or unlock another game. So folks, be prepared to play that ball throwing game about 50, 60 odd times in order to throw a bunch of rings on a duck. I don't know. Next up, we got Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 for PlayStation 4 digital and retail. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 gives players the ultimate Dragon Ball gaming experience. Develop your own warrior, create the perfect avatar, train to learn new skills, and help fight new enemies to restore the original story of the Dragon Ball series. Awesome. No, the first one did okay and it had an okay reception. Hopefully they've improved on that and made this one better. I heard a big complaint about the first was the hub world, so hopefully they fixed that. Next up, we got The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition, PlayStation 4 digital retail, also out on the 28th. Winner of more than 200 Game of the Year awards, Skyrim Special Edition brings the epic fantasy to life in stunning detail. The Special Edition includes a critically acclaimed game and add-ons with all new features like remastered art and effects, volumetric god rays, dynamic depth of field, screen pace reflections, and more, including very, very basic mod support on PlayStation 4. Next up, we got Exile's End for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita, digital release. Clear my throat for that voice. When the scorn of the most powerful corporation in the galaxy goes missing on a remote mining planet, a team of mercenaries is dispatched to investigate. Among them is Jameson, an older soldier with a dark past. Inspired by early 90s cinematic platformers, Exiles End plays out as an exploration-driven side-scrolling adventure through a massive mining complex on a moody, lonely, alien world. Next up, we got Farming Simulator 17 for PlayStation 4 digital and retail. Take on the role of a modern farmer in farming simulator. Oh my god. And my head just hit the mic. I apologize if that happened there. Let me try that again. Take on the role of a modern farmer in Farming Simulator 17. Immerse yourself in a huge open world loaded with a harvest of new content. See, we can make fun puns. Explore farming possibilities over hundreds of acres of land, including a detailed new North American environment. Then we have Forestry 2017, The Simulation. Totally different than Farming Simulator. For PS4, a digital on the 28th. Forestry 2017, The Simulation takes you to the forest. Take over the task of a professional woodcutter and enjoy working in the woods. Control huge machinery. Fell the trees, arrange the timber, and comb through your wood. Sell the wood, and earn money to expand your company. So get wood, sell wood, be a wood cutter. Coming up next, we have Ginger, Beyond the Crystal for PlayStation 4 digital. I'm not going to read through many more of these, folks. Infinite Air with Mark Morris. Just Dance 2017 for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, digital and retail. Kuriyanga's Revenge for PlayStation 4 digital. Lithium Inmate 39 for PS4 digital. Minecraft Story Mode, the complete adventure for PlayStation 4 on retail. Monster Jam, Crush It! We gotta read this one, folks. Crush It takes fans back to an authentic real-world stadiums for racing and freestyle events, including the site of Monster Jam World Finals. Sam Boyd Stadium. Choose your favorite official Monster Jam trucks, such as Grave Digger, Max D, Monster Mutt, and many, many more. Nobanga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence, Ascension for PS4, digital and retail. Party Golf. Tee off simultaneously to a... I'm not going to read it. Sherlock Holmes the Devil's Daughter for PlayStation 4, digital and retail. Snow for PS4, digital. Snow is the only free-to-play open-world winter sports game. Explore a massive mountain, customize your character with clothing and equipment from the biggest brands, and compete in events to be the best. Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon for PlayStation 4 and Vita, digital cross-buy. Man, we haven't seen cross-buy in a while pop up. You are a spider on the hunt, spinning webs to trap your prey, explore an abandoned mansion, discover hidden packages, so on and so forth. It's an indie game, folks. Tethered for PlayStation VR, digital, of course. Titanfall 2, where you can go through a single player where you have a robot buddy, essentially. Kind of interested. I hope the single player is pretty good for Titanfall 2. I played the beta that they put out, the single player aspect of the beta, basically training. Seemed alright, seemed kind of fun. Not something I'd pick up right away. Maybe once it hits $20 I'll consider Titanfall 2. We've got Weeping Doll for PlayStation VR. That just screams nope. An Ordinary Family, a beautiful home, but who's crying? Search the home, scour every room, and scrutinize over every detail to piece together the story that has been kept locked away. Yeah, fuck that shit. Wick for PlayStation 4 digital, it's out on the 27th, a Thursday release. Wick is a survival horror game where ghost stories are brought to life. Explore a local legend about the long-lost children in the woods who can still be seen, but only by those who dare to enter alone by candlelight. And the picture of that is... it looks like some stolen assets. That's all I see by looking at that picture. We got Windlands VR for PlayStation VR. And World of Final Fantasy for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita, digital and retail. That's right, folks. There is a retail Vita copy of this game. Let's read this one. Embark on an adventure unlike any before to an all-new world of Final Fantasy with charming, stylized visuals for both the young and young at heart. Players will capture, customize, and evolve iconic monsters by stacking them to form adorable, yet strategic monster towers. As I said earlier, I played the demo. Seemed kinda cool. Can't wait to really dive into it on the Vita. And finally, we have Yomawari, Night Alone. A young girl walks her dog. Oh, this is for the Vita, by the way, digital only. So I thought for sure NIS put out a physical copy of this game on their store. A young girl walks her dog at dusk when an accident occurs. After coming home, the girl's sister runs into the night to find the dog. Neither returns. Now you must help the girl brave the town in the dead of night to find her missing loved ones. Seems really interesting. Yeah, I'm very curious about this game. I hope it's pretty good. And folks, that's the drop from the PlayStation blog. So with that, it's time to move into our topic of the week. And folks, the topic of the week this week, of course, it's gonna focus on the Nintendo Switch. That's right. X has finally given it to you, and the NX is now officially known as the Nintendo Switch. They got the Wii U the F out of there, finally. And folks, I'm gonna be honest, I sat back not knowing what to expect from this trailer, and I was impressed. The system looks cool. It shows a guy sat down on his... That's another thing. There's no children in this trailer either, by the way. It's all people like my age or slightly younger than me. So, yeah, a lot of millennials too. Fuck them. But, yeah, really cool looking system. Guy sat down on his couch. He's playing Zelda Breath of the Wild on the TV. And dog barks. We get the logo for the Nintendo Switch, which is really cool. I like the logo and the little animation that they do. It's simple, but it's cool. Just like the name, I think. I like the name Nintendo Switch. So yeah, he gets up from his couch and he takes apart the controller, goes up to what we believe is the system, but there's a tablet locked into it. And he takes the two pieces of the controller and hooks it into either side of this tablet and pulls it up, revealing a screen. Well, it's a tablet, of course, it has a screen. But Zelda instantly goes off of the TV onto the tablet. The system is the tablet, and you can take it anywhere. And they got a new Pro controller for it, which looks sexy as hell. I love the Pro controller for the Wii U. That thing is awesome. Next to the PlayStation 4 controller, I really, really love that controller. So to see like a new improved design of that, awesome. Wicked. And I like the little controllers too for the tablet thing. I think it's cool. This is quite awesome that we can take a core gaming system on the go. This is like kind of what I was talking with Izzy, and he was like, this is kind of like what the Vita could have been or should have been. And I agree with him. Like, this is really cool where you can just take this system and go with it. I'd be terrified to take it anywhere, given this day and age with people like robbing people left and right everywhere. So yeah, I don't know how comfortable I'd feel just like taking it out with me to the park. But I go home every year. I have a 7-hour drive, minimum 7 hours anyway. And to have this with me, that'd be pretty cool. I'd love to play Breath of the Wild, like traveling out to my hometown. I think that would be really awesome. And they show him getting, like, this guy getting aboard, like, planes, and you see, like, people going to rooftop parties, taking their system over there, and it's really cool. But I don't know where to begin here. Let's just focus on the system instead of the games right now. They show him, like, docking it on, like, an airport plane tray table thing. And he's using the two little controllers, and he's playing Skyrim onto it. Just awesome. Like, you have a mini console wherever you go. I know people have those, like, cases with a screen into them, which you can hook up your PlayStation to play it. That's a lot more bulkier. This is, like, portable, easy to take with you and go. That's really, really cool. Then they show, like, two guys in the back of a car playing Mario Kart. And they each take a piece of, like, either side of the controller, turn it on the side, and it's little mini controllers, and you're playing. That is cool. You're probably going to get hand cramps very, very quickly, but that is cool, though. To have, like, two controllers with you at all times, essentially, to play games with. That is awesome, and I love that idea. It's so cool and simple. And then they show, like, people setting up two Nintendo Switches back to back with 4 people, each of them 2 people using each screen to play a multiplayer game of basketball. That is cool. Then they show, like, a team sat down strategizing, having, like, 5 of these things set up around them and playing a multiplayer game of Splatoon. This is, like, in a weird way, bringing back the LAN party, I guess. We still don't know anything about the online network. Hopefully it's good and more improved this time around, but just like the idea of couch co-op with this thing on the go, on-the-go couch co-op. I could see myself, like, sitting down to break at work, setting this thing up, and playing a quick game of basketball or hockey with a coworker on break. That just blows my mind to have that possibility. It's cool. It is just cool. I'm just gushing all over this thing right now, and I know I should be cynical, but Nintendo blew my mind with this thing. I think it's just friggin' awesome. So let's go back a bit here now and focus on the games that they showed. Like I said, they mentioned Breath of the Wild. They showed Skyrim. They showed what appeared to be NBA 2K17. We got a very, very quick look at a new 3D Mario game. We got a look at what looks like Mario Kart 8, but improved, because King Boo was there. He was not in Mario Kart 8. Like 2 sets of items, that was not in Mario Kart 8. So 8.5, awesome. They showed Splatoon, which got me really excited because they showed it with people playing with a normal controller. The main reason I did not buy Splatoon on the Wii U was because of the goddamn motion controls. I hated the controls for Splatoon on the Wii U. Just absolutely hated it. They put it out on this with a normal controller support. I am in for Splatoon with that. What else did they show? I think that was about it. Splatoon, Mario Kart, yeah, I think that was about it. The two biggest telling ones, though, Skyrim and NBA. Because, one, Bethesda being on board with this thing. Sure, Skyrim is like a 5-year-old game at this point. People are getting excited for the remaster. This, I would assume, is the remastered version, or a version of the remastered, maybe not as good as the remastered. Hopefully it's the remastered version, but the fact that they got Bethesda on board for the Nintendo Switch, that's telling. Bethesda, as far as I know, has never been on a Nintendo system in recent years. Not for the Wii or Wii U. Maybe they put out something on the Wii, but I can't remember. 2K is another big one. I didn't realize this to begin with, but Shane Satterfield over on Sifted mentioned this on Game Face. 2K hasn't put a game on a Wii console, or I'm sorry, on a Nintendo console since the Wii, with like Carnival Games and Rockstar Table Tennis. So that's cool that they're getting support, and they had like a massive list of developers, which was cool. From Software, Level 5, NIS was there, and the usual EA, Activision, Ubisoft, people that like jumped ship as soon as they saw the tiniest leak in the Wii U mothership. So the developers that are on board, really awesome. Hopefully things work out. Hopefully the system does well enough to keep the developers on board with it. Really looking forward, and hopefully we see some more information soon. But I think Nintendo has said, unfortunately, that we may not see any more information until 2017, which a lot of people seem to be upset about, especially since they're aiming for a March 2017 release. I would not be surprised if we saw a delay in this thing till like the summer. But I think Nintendo really wants to get this out there and like say that, yeah, we're back. No, we're not competing with Microsoft and Sony, but we have our own unique thing. Which this is, I think, the main reason why I'm so excited about the Nintendo Switch. Because I talked about this back when the PlayStation 4 Pro was revealed, about how everybody seems to be focused on graphics and graphics and graphics now, and we've got the most power, we're more powerful than your other system, and we can make sunsets look the prettiest that they can be. I kind of complain about that a lot. And, you know, Nintendo kind of answered my hopes for the NX, where I was hoping that they would have an innovative idea, and this is innovative. This is cool. This makes me excited. I'm going to have my PlayStation 4 for those big name Sony exclusives. But I'm going to be honest. I look at the Nintendo Switch and I can see myself buying third-party games for this thing because of the unique ability of it to take it anywhere, play it anywhere. And sure, you know, PlayStation's still gonna have me hooked because of like trophies and whatnot. But this is a really cool, innovative idea. I'm more excited to play Skyrim on this thing than I am to play Skyrim on the PlayStation 4. Just throwing that out there right now. This has me much, much more excited in terms of the, like, some games out there. So yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to see more. I cannot wait to hear more about the software lineup that's coming out, because that's the main thing I really want to know right now. Price is very, very much important, especially if it does release in March. I may not be able to get one then, but I'm excited, folks. I'm honestly excited again for Nintendo. There are so many possibilities with this, including a console Pokemon game, because we all know that they're going to get both 3DS and Wii U, like, home developers now onto this one system. We may still see software support for the 3DS. I don't think that's going anywhere because it's a very, very popular system around the world. So we're probably still going to get more and more games for that. Hopefully, though, we get to see some really cool stuff now being developed for the Switch. And who knows? Maybe, like, the 3DS games that'll be coming out, they'll make them multi-platform. They'll come out on both the Switch and the 3DS. That would be cool. And folks, that's going to do it for the topic of the week. I could gush a lot more on the Nintendo Switch, but I'm not going to. I'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments about it. Speaking of, it's time to dive into our questions and comments. And I don't have OGS pulled up at the moment. Let me just see if I can find that real quick like. But yeah, we got some good comments from last week. Where is it? I do not see the post by Aaron B right now on Outlaw Gamers. I may not have... Oh, there it is. Okay, we got a couple comments over there as well. Alright, so over on the YouTube, our questions and comments there. We got one from Game Taurus, who says, I want PlayStation VR now because of Danganronpa. Another system sold, Sony. Just put more Danganronpa on there. From Alexander Arts says, good stuff. I am enjoying the WWE character creation for sure. In response to me answering his little question last week. And guys, I gotta tell you, if you have not watched the trailer yet, go watch the trailer for Outlaw Gamer Wrestling roster reveal. Because in that trailer, you will see so many new Outlaws and a few new redesigns that were all done by Alexander Arts. He has helped me so much, to the point where I am now starting up Season 2 of Friday Night Fight and Tuesday Throwdown under the umbrella of OGW very soon. We got this week and next week for Season 1 wrapping up, and it's going to be epic, by the way. I have recorded the 2 episodes of Tuesday Throwdown and 1 episode of Friday Night Fight. After I'm done recording here, I'm going to record the final Season 1 episode of Friday Night Fight, get that stuff transferred over, and then start recording End of the Line. But the stuff that I have recorded, especially the main event of Tuesday Throwdown of next week, holy shit, that thing is bonkers, guys. It is absolutely bonkers, and I'm just so thrilled, folks, to share that with you, because I was watching as I was recording it, and my mind was blown away. Like, it was intense. I was on the edge of my seat. It's nearly 30 minutes long. I won't be doing commentary for it, just because I really don't have the time right now. Mostly because I want to record audio for Friday Night Fight, the final 2 episodes of that, of Season 1. That's another thing I want to note, folks. I'm getting way off track from the comments right now, but yeah, when it relaunches, you're not going to see, like, the next 2 episodes of Tuesday Throwdown is 34 and 35. The first episode of Tuesday Throwdown of OGW will be 36. Like, we're going to keep the numbering going. It's just like Season 1, Season 2. It'll be on different playlists. That's about the only difference. And it should be a good jumping on point for those that haven't watched before, because think of this as like Tenchi Muyo a bit. If you ever watched that anime series where you got like 1 season, but then they had Tenchi Muyo Universe, which was like a different universe altogether, but with the same characters. Kind of like that. They'll all be making references back for sure. Alright, back to the questions and comments. I got way too distracted there. Just thank Alexander Arts, folks, for all the work he has put into OGW. Without him, it would be taking me a whole lot longer to get things ready. Aaron B says, those suggestions for VR games are amazing, dude. I need that Yu-Gi-Oh game in my life. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed them, man. Especially after seeing how you can transfer things from hand to hand in Arkham VR, I can easily see a game like that being possible. Of course, as you stated, the bigger obstacle to that game being made is the publisher, who shall not be named. Hashtag fuck Konami. And from Aussie Legend, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh idea is one I have also semi-fantasized about, although I'm not sure if I'd prefer it as an... Oh wait, sorry, I'm getting mixed up here. Although I'm not sure if I'd prefer it as an AR solution or a VR one. There is a card game called Dragon Front already being made for VR, but it looks pretty janky and bad. I'd like to see many of the walking simulator style games make the jump. Witness and Firewatch specifically. Ooh, that would be good. But on the AAA side, I'd love to see a VR Metroid Prime. But, you know, we can't have nice things. Also, PT VR, but frowny face. Yeah, Ozzy. Yep, I agree with you, man. Although, PT VR, nope. That's a one I'm kind of glad we're not getting that anymore. Finally, over on OutlawGamers.com, Aaron posted the video as always, and he first said, Lord X, you have some great suggestions for future VR games. It makes me angry that they aren't actually real. And iUser Profile says, yeah, I really would like to see a multiplayer shooter, like I once lined out in the forum. Simple but tactical, using established VR concepts and creating a believable scenario in which these concepts work. Playing Danger Ball, I really would like to see a racquetball-like experience played with motion controls, where you can smash and whack the ball around, creating frantic cascades of explosions and destruction. Could be multiplayer as well. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be really cool. Maybe the sequel to 100-Foot Robot Golf could be 100-Foot Robot Racquetball. That would be kind of cool, I think. And I said this episode was going to be short. We're hitting the 40 fucking minute mark right now, and as I look at my recording. So let's wrap this show up, shall we? Thank you guys again for all the comments. My recommendation of the week this week is going to go to both a mobile game and a PlayStation 4 game I played on PlayStation 4, and that is Kung Fury Street Rage. I got absolutely addicted to that game. It's a simple 2-button pressed beat 'em up game. Enemies walking towards you and you just like hit square or circle to attack enemies from the left or from the right. Very simple premise, but you build up a combo, getting more and more points. Things get more frantic as you get a higher combo. I got addicted to that shit and got a massive score onto it. I was kind of competing with Ozzy and Aberjam one summer with that, and I totally went off the rails with it. Pretty much the one game I played on summer vacation. It's cool, it's fun, it's cheap, so I do recommend that you give it a shot. It's fun. And my pick of the week this week, of course, goes to World of Final Fantasy. Specifically, the Vita version, because we are getting a physical copy of this on the Vita. So guys, if you want to support the Vita, please go out and buy the physical version of this on the Vita. Yeah, hopefully it runs well on the Vita. That's my only other hope. But it's cool. It's great that they're putting it out on the Vita. And the VV version into it looks absolutely adorable. So, buy now. And folks, that's going to do it for this week. I thank you once again so much for tuning in. This is probably going to be a bit more of a slapped together edition of it on the YouTube version, because I'm recording it so late on Sunday. And I'm probably going to have the music in the background again as well. I think that worked out pretty well last week. It cut out the pauses quite a little bit, because I realized since I'm editing out the background noise right now, my voice kind of cuts out like that a lot if I don't have something playing in the background. And I'm probably not going to have video game footage this week, folks. So, sorry about that. I'll stick up some kind of screenshot thingamabob. Something will go up. Maybe Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll use a screenshot of that. But anyways, folks, thank you again so much for watching. You can find me on the Twitter at @the_LordX, right here on YouTube. I guess like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. I usually don't do that YouTube pandering stuff. And yeah, you can find me on 8lawgamers.com as well. And folks, thank you for watching. You have been awesome, and I am glitching out.